he's dead, but we didn't kill him.
He like to report a murder or whatever.
Welcome to the Movie Club. Of course, my name is Trey D. Price. Joining me is Shakise Moore, and tonight we are talking about the Lovebirds. Shakis,
what's really good though?
Not this movie. We've gotten to the point where we're running out of movies. It seems like
Real cinema wouldn't allow this.
I don't know what the heck.
The Scorseses would be disappointed.
We have hipster Shakise
in this motion picture, if you can even call it that.
Oh my God, snooty French Shakise! No, stop it.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, French snooty Shakise. I do apologize for presenting you with this cinema. It's not my fault. I wanted to like this movie.
I did too. The trailer was great.
The trailer was great, and the thing is, a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about tonight with this movie is going to be with the fact of its padding. It has so much padding. But when you see the trailer, there's so much from the trailer that was cut. So cutting obviously exists in this universe, just not for the dag blasted movie.
They just needed to get past that feature length, and then they kept going for some reason.
Seriously, it either has to be that this had they were at 40 minutes, and they were like, we need at least 8 more minutes. And then it's like one guy was like, we could just repeat the same jokes within the same scene for longer than it needs to be. Like, or the fact that they thought that this was so funny, so that their writing was such gold that they were like, no, just keep going, just do one more run through of it.
Oh man, this
while
is great.
We're still rolling. Like, I don't
just keep improving, just keep going.
And if it was improv, like I get it. I mean, I do like I like Kumail Nanjiani.
I do. I love him.
I like him in Silicon Valley. I haven't seen Stuber yet, but I probably like him there. I think he's I've seen his stand-up. I like his stand-up. You know? I did not like his stick here.
Yeah, it was very much different than what I was expecting. Like, I was expecting a little less strict kind of like face for him. Like, he was real serious, or like attempted to be real serious.
Right.
And play off of Issa Rae and her like just idiocy, I guess. Like, her character was just kind of dumb.
I don't think it was dumb. Like, I really don't think she was. There was privilege. Like, I don't know. Like, it was.
Maybe she's just not experienced in things, or her character isn't experienced in things. Like, she was. I don't know. It's just a bunch of nonsense, bro. It's just a bunch of nonsense.
It is a bunch of nonsense.
It's just a bunch of back and forth nonsense the entire time. And there are good moments.
There are really good moments. There are good moments.
Like, when there is a good moment, it's actually really good.
So, like, the movie starts off with like what we're talking about here, people. Like the movie starts off actually showing them in their relationship, because this is a movie that is about a couple's relationship and the degradation of that relationship. Well, you don't just like, I don't know, look at the other person, talk to the other person, and you start just getting into each of your own little shells that you just start butting heads. Oh, whatever. I don't know. I don't care. But it starts off showing the both of them actually connecting and actually getting together, and it actually is a really sweet and impactful moment. And then it spends the next 2 scenes. I'm talking about maybe, so the opening scene is probably about 5 minutes of runtime. I didn't really check, but I'm going to say, like, I'm going to clock it around 5 minutes.
I would agree.
The next 2 sines together are about 10 minutes, right? So 2 more 5-minute scenes.
I was going to say
15. Possibly. Again, I didn't check it. This is just a clocked estimation. I can understand why you would say 15, because it feels like forever. They spend the next 2 scenes arguing and arguing and arguing. And I understand what they're doing. They're trying to set up the point that their relationship is falling apart. But the fact of the matter is that they could have done it in the second scene, where you could have started them off in the car riding to their friends' get together and getting us into the inciting incident of this movie and then moving on. But the fact that you have both of them means I just have to sit here and listen to them drone on for the longest time. And the goodwill that you bought in the first 5 minutes, you lose in the second 10 to 15 minutes. And I'm out. Like, that's murder, especially when you're coming out on Netflix, where I can go watch Extraction or Six Underground and rock my brain that way. Like,
I just want to say I'm glad this was a Netflix release and not a theater release.
Which would have been about 2 hours of my life. I would have never gotten back had we seen this in the theater.
Bruh.
You know what? I know Corona is real bad. It's a horrible thing going on around people, and a lot of people are suffering because of it and the government ineptitude and all that stuff that's being brought out to light because of Corona. But I think Corona saved us in this one moment. Like I'm just saying. I know. But I'm just saying, Corona did save us from having to go see Lovebirds in theaters. So I'm just gotten silver lining. Silver lining. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what it is about me, but I'm trying to get us canceled. I don't understand what it is, but I'm attempting. I'm diving into cancellation.
Will we get another show?
Yes, we will, because you can't stop me. Who's canceling me? I'm using clips at the proper length now, so YouTube can't even stop me. What's good? What's good? What's really good? What were we talking about again?
Something less interesting than this conversation.
But what did you specifically what did you think about Lovebirds?
Okay, so coming off the trailer, I was very excited for this movie to come out because I thought it was going to be really good. And Kumail, before he gets his MCU transformation, interesting to see. I
actually think this is transformed.
You think
Kumail.
that? I think he's going to be a little more toned.
I don't think he might be a little bit more toned. This might be in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Because he definitely looked a little bit flatter than he did in Silicon Valley.
Oh,
and
don't
he
have the
looked a
reference.
little built in the shoulders and the chest area.
He looked a little strong.
No homo.
A little strong.
But I peeped the game.
He looked a little strong. He looked a little strong. And Issa Rae, who I'm about to start. What is it? It's on HBO Max now because HBO Max is thing. Insecure, I think. Insecure. I'm about to start that, and apparently she may have written for it or something, or she might be a writer on it. But I know she's in the show. I was about to start that, and I'm liking this. I think she's kind of funny, and the introduction got me in. I was like, all right, this is cute as fuck. What are they about to do to fuck this up? They cut, and they immediately arguing, like you said, for 2 fucking scenes before we even get started with the movie. Then we have the trailer moment where he runs over the dude 8 times. Unamused. Then the bacon grease.
That's still.
Door it is. Tell them what they've won.
Press your feet. Stop it. Leave him alone.
Open the door.
Is it gonna shit on me?
Take the grease.
That still got me. That's okay. So
that was a good
to
scene.
interject, I think a lot of the scenes that they did play out in the trailer worked for me.
Right.
In the movie, like the run over scene, I think it worked up until they did it once too many times.
Yep.
When Kumail shout out Justin,
she just looks back at him like
why did you do that?
What?
And the hold on his face when they run over him too much time. Kumail's face in that moment was just like how any of us were, is this really happening? I don't think this is justice anymore. What's going on? I love that. But then they did it 2 more times and it's just all right, dog, we got it.
This dude was dead the first time you ran him over.
When they went out and looked at the body, you should be more putty than what you are after this man didn't. Daddy stomped your outsides. But that bacon grease scene
that killed me still.
Oh my God!
The grease.
They do so little with those characters, but for that one scene, I am in love. It's such a shame how much hot grease can hurt somebody. how third-degree burns could hurt somebody so much with just such little oil. Is there actually an area where that we know beforehand that you're gonna throw this grease? I'm probably gonna throw it in your face. I don't want bacon grease in my face. It's something about watching that horse hooves make contact with his chest. Scene killed me.
Trey does enjoy the suffering of others.
It's hard to refute when I laugh harder at that than the other jokes that they try to do in this movie.
I'm trying to think. Like, we literally just saw it. I'm just trying to think of like what else stuck for me. Mm-hmm.
In a good way or in a bad way?
In a good way.
Okay.
Like, ain't nothing negative. It's gone. It's gone. The interrogation.
I did like that.
I like that. Like, they're just like, he's just sitting there. And then she
That's what you want to know. We're asking the questions, and the answers to our questions better be answers. But the answers to your questions are gonna be my fists.
What? Ow!
First of all, motherfucker, who do you work for?
Yeah, motherfucker. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't beat on my back and tell me it's raining.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
We don't like it.
Nope.
Because we know you're lying. And then we have piss on our backs.
I would never do that.
So tell us what we want to know.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? I've been nothing but cooperative the entire time. Then she smacks him again.
But then in the background, the assassin dude is actually coming in and like actually killing people.
Like, where was that for the rest of the movie?
Right.
Like, where would that was like a really good. I don't even know what
like a visual gag. It was a really good visual gag.
I'm just sitting over here like this is good.
Like the whole juxtaposition, like them doing their inept interrogation while this dude is actually doing some roughhouse killing. It's like that scene in every movie where somebody's wearing headphones and there's a fight scene going on behind them. It's that, but it's just like done in a really well framed way too.
Yeah. Like, the composition was good.
That was great. The rest of the movie is just, it's like the moments in between, and I think a lot of the moments that drag are the moments with Issa Rae and Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah.
The way, like, their interaction, they seem like two actors that if you put them in a short film, this would be fine.
Right.
But for a 2-hour film, to sit there and just, like, listen to them just do that little back and forth, and I guess if you wanted to do that for, like, the way, like, the bad guy at the end is like, you guys are just really annoying. We sympathize with that man.
Yeah, we do. We got that 15 minutes in.
Exactly.
Like, and then we're just sitting here like, okay, now they're going to talk to a friend who's going to tell them, no, they're perfect together. And then we did. This is... I
didn't see that. Where's your evidence, girl? They're perfect together. What? The movie spent like a good hour telling us how they're not perfect together.
Yeah, it did. And they had a whole breakup before the movie even started.
Right. Like
what?
And I understand that, the movie's trying to say that, hey, sometimes in relationships there are bumps and stuff in the road. I get that. And I perfectly understand, people that, try to stick it out and stay together as admirable. Good job. Mm-hmm. Nah, these two should have broke the fuck up. These two should have broke the hell up. No.
Oh, man. It seems like all the passion was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but you watched my documentary and you thought it was good. And I don't know what he did that she thought made him look good.
Wait, what?
Like the reciprocal of that. Like he was hiding his short film and then she snuck and watched it and she liked it and she complimented it and it's like, oh, you like my short film. Okay. He didn't kind of there wasn't like a reverse situation of that, I don't think.
Oh,
unless I forgot
there was. Like, she thought that he thought that, she thought that he thought that she was dumb.
I mean, I can understand why.
Was dumb. But that Kumail didn't think that she had anything, that he didn't care about anything she had to say.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
And she was like, no, I mean, actually, I didn't show you my documentary because I was so worried about what you would say, which... I understand. I get that. I get that. Yeah, okay, we understand that.
I understand that part, but it's just like,
how long
you been, one, out of left field, and two, how long you been working on that, dog? Y'all been in a relationship for 4 years.
For real though, like even okay, we gonna get a little personal, but it's okay because don't nobody ever listen to this show anyway, and the people that do ain't gonna tell them, right? Anyway, we got somebody on the team. That is better not. We got someone on the team that I am afraid of showing things to. But I do that, but I show her anyway because I do value what she has to say and what she tell me because I know she will give me that, you getting honesty. You getting honesty.
Oh yeah, it's trash. Yeah, it's all right.
I just gotta bite my lower lip as I cry. This ain't visual, right? They can't see what I see.
I was hoping they were able to hear the hyperventilation.
They ain't gonna know what that is. They gonna think it's just breathing hard.
I'm sorry, people. It didn't work out. Just like this movie.
Visual. Oh, reciprocal burn.
Call back. And then this is gonna sound weird. The orgy scene.
The orgy scene, yes.
The secret society that goes to nothing. That goes nowhere.
No. Actually, the reason why we have that first 5 to 6 minute argument is to set up this orgy scene. Because they're literally arguing about an orgy. Like, that is literally the only reason we have to sit through Issa Rae and Kumail Nanjiani doing this all back and forth.
Yeah.
Is for this orgy scene that lasts like 2 seconds and then it leaves. Also, the whole thing, and I know this is supposed to be the joke of the movie, of the fact that the movie didn't even need to happen.
No.
If they had actually just called the police like normal people would, everything would have been fine. But I don't. That just ruins an already ruined movie in my thoughts.
Bad writing is what I think that is.
I honestly
think it was bad timing. They even go get brought into the interrogation room together, and then they make up, and then the cop or the little investigator dudes are like, man, these guys are cute. I hope they work things out or whatever. I'm just like, bruh, you ain't seen what we seen. Mm-hmm. Y'all got the aftermath of them almost dying together.
I compare this movie to like a lot of like in this subgenre comedy, like it all, and I got this from Junk Food Cinema. You definitely go check out their podcast; it's really great. But there's this group of movies that they call "It Happened in One Night," or "It Happened over." Of course, now I'm fucking that up. But this is one of those movies where it's like this comedy movie, almost like a road trip film that it happens over the course of the night. And I kind of compare this to another one that we've seen recently, which is Booksmart. And Booksmart does something like this way better.
Yeah, Booksmart was really good.
Yeah. Like two people who like one maybe don't have the characters hate each other, so we have to listen to them dribble the whole night over. Maybe have a character arc where instead of like the first 2 seconds they like each other, maybe they're best friends. That kind of works. Maybe you like seeing these two people together. Maybe you think it's awesome that they together. Oh man, then when they are apart, I feel that shit. Just for them to come back in together in the end, oh man, that shit is deserved.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Plus, jokes that actually hit and are timed really well. Maybe that.
Man, this is Like a Boss all over again.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, except the exception is Like a Boss had a good dynamic between the two characters. That is what this movie supremely lacked.
Right.
Is that these two seem well together because unfortunately they do not.
I think this movie. I would like to see Kumail Nanjiani and Issa Rae in a different movie under a different director with different writing. I think those two do work together. They do not work together here.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. Like I don't know. I mean, I feel like they could, but like you said, they need. I feel like this is just all writing. I feel like all of my issues are just like the writing didn't hit for me. It was kind of boring. It was flat out ridiculous in other times. And oh boy, I was very happy to see that it was over.
when the credits came up, it was like, yeah, good.
Yeah. Oh, the fucking stinger at the end.
That was a stinger? What was the stinger? The American race.
Yeah, the American race actually being a thing. And then
That was actually
horses,
somehow that cracked me up.
That the beginning and the end, they fucked everything in the middle, but they got the beginning and the end.
Well, there was some parts in the middle.
Well, yeah,
because that end wouldn't have been funny without that damn homestead.
Without the one scene that we actually enjoyed.
I thought that was funny.
Like, oh man, that was funny.
So our director here, Michael Showalter, the guy. If I'm gonna talk junk about you, I got to see what else you've done. Maybe you've done something else that I've actually liked. And you actually did. He did a movie called 2 Night Stand that had Anna Tipton and Miles Teller. It's about these two these young people who actually hook up for one night, and unfortunately they live in New York. And a blizzard just comes in, so they're stuck with each other. Honestly, it's an apt movie for the season that we're in now. But they get stuck with each other and like, you know what? Having sex with you sucked. It's like, having sex with you sucked. Well, what was bad about having sex with me? It's like, well, you did this. What was bad about having sex with me? Well, you did this. Well, maybe we should try it again. It's actually a really adorable movie. So that was cool. And it kind of fits the same kind of thing. Like, so you can direct to people that had, and other people might have that different opinions, like, oh, 2 Night Stand sucks. And I'll be like, well, Lovebirds suck. And it's like, I didn't even mention that. Well, shut up. Sorry. Anyway, I got in this whole alternate situation with somebody else. But I think you can write to people or direct to people being together, even with like some kind of weird, tension between them. So what the fuck happened here?
Oh God, Reno 911. Miami?
Or did you act in 2 Night Stand? Oh, bro, you acted in it. You didn't even.
Oh Lord. Bro. Oh no.
I gave you. Oh,
you gave
him
props.
I gave him props. You were an actor.
No.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. Boom, 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 boom. Let's check in on that writer. We got a writer team going on here. Aaron Abrams and Brendan Gall. Aaron Abrams wrote a lot of movies. Also an actor. Jesus Christ. This is his first writer and producer role. Nope, Young Fucking People. He wrote a movie. He wrote and he was executive producer for a movie. Man, you got it. I'm gonna need you to get back in the writer studio. I'm gonna need you to get back to work, bro. All right, what's the dude he was working with who should have had his back? Who should have been leading this? Let's see what you've been doing. A Quiet Place. Oh, there's a stage play called A Quiet Place. He ain't write the movie A Quiet Place. That's all I know.
That's a 2005.
That's 2005.
That ain't that Krasinski.
That ain't that Krasinski Quiet Place. Because he wrote that. Didn't he write that?
I think so. I think he wrote and directed.
Did he write it?
And acted. Damn, if he did all of that, John Krasinski for the win.
Let's see here. Nah, the story about Brian Woods and he's got a credit on the screenplay, but
he's got a credit.
He did something with it. He might have wrote all right. That's why the title's gonna be called A Quiet Place. Screenplay by John Krasinski. But no, okay. So for the three of them, produced by oh God, you to win sometimes. But no, so two. I don't know how the hell that happened. The mic was like, I'm getting tired of y'all talking about this movie. But no, so for the three of y'all, all I got to say is F's all around. You've produced, written, and directed horribly. I think for as a sort of first movie for y'all, you guys don't have a lot of credits under your belt. So I'm be a little lenient. I could have gave you F-. I'll bump it up to a D. There were some things that made me laugh. So I'll bump it back up to be a D because D's get degrees. You'll be fine. But all I'm saying is for your next works. Credits. But get something. I don't know. Fucking, if it's not a part of your degree, you can pass on. You can do. Yeah. You get 1 credit, I think.
Oh.
I think.
I don't remember.
Right? I ain't get no D's. Anyway.
Right.
But, yeah, boys. But no, I do believe that, with more work, more stuff under your plate, more practice, you can do better. There was some potential. There was definitely potential here. And I can't take that away from you. So, yeah, I give you D's all around.
D-. Like you said, there are some redeeming qualities here, and that ending almost bumped you up to a straight D, like just straight up. You know how to cut a trailer.
Yeah, well, that ain't them. Don't get at them. That's the trailer company. You know how to hire people to cut a trailer. That probably ain't in. That's the studio that did that. I'm sorry. Proper credit got to go where proper credit.
You're right. You're right. Y'all know how to approve a trailer. That's actually good. But next time, just put in a couple more hours, a couple more nights into the on the old oil lamp, and just keep making stuff, and you'll eventually be good. Hopefully, because you have the potential to be good. That's all you got to do. Yeah, the music didn't even stick out to me either. I don't think there was anything memorable or interesting.
Nah, I didn't.
So you get Fs there. Do better.
All right. So you know what we thought about it? That is a quiet place. That ain't what I'm supposed to be looking at. You know what we thought about it? What did the people think about this movie? Had a budget of $16 million. Unfortunately, it came out. It was supposed to have a theatrical release, and it didn't. Had to switch over to the Netflix platform. So instead, we're gonna take a look at what is its Rotten Tomato score. I usually don't care about aggregates, but I got nothing else to judge the people's love of this. So.
Hope y'all did better than
the tomato meter says 66%, while the audience score says 52%, which means the critics are over half of us liking this movie, and the audience score is about 52%. For once, the audience knows better than the critiques, in my opinion. And critiques, what even? Like, what are you doing?
I mean, it is a slow year.
I'm gonna just take
I see the word skill.
I'm gonna take a piece.
I see the word skill on there.
From one of the tomato critics, Issa Rae and Kumail Nanjiani display expert timing as the unhappy couple caught up in a deadly criminal case.
Why he lying though?
Expert timing.
Why is he lying though?
Oh my God! Yes. 3 hours. When my steak is cooked for 17 hours, that is expert timing on the grill right there.
Ooh boy. I tell you, boy, if you cook it on real low for 17 hours,
and you take it off just the right moment, expert timing.
Whew. I see the word. Fortunately, there's enough skill on display that the Lovebirds still plenty. Oh, I cannot speak. That shit got me fucked up. It's still plenty enjoyable as long as you don't think too hard about it.
Anything is good if you don't think too hard about it. That is a cop out of a review, and I know you're probably doing that to be tongue in cheek, but bro, Abby, bro, come on. You can do better. Do better. But no, that's all I got from me. We'd love to hear what you think, so put that down in the comments, and deuces.
The girl's name's actually Leilani. She's running too now. Kind of slow, like she's wearing heels that look actually amazing.
We have to go to the police because we have nothing to hide. Why'd you run from the scene of the crime? Good question, officer. That's me covering up my body cam so I can beat your ass.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. Make sure that you check out the other shows that we have on the Facebook, the other main podcast that comes out every other Tuesday. Make sure you leave a like, share it with your friends and your family. Go check out our YouTube where we have content from other Production 1200 works. And make sure you follow us on the Instagram. We post sometimes there. We'll do more. We'll try. Maybe. Like us on iTunes podcast, rate and review. Give us them 5 stars. And we'll see you next time.